Comics need to be dramatic, exciting. So how do you turn your characters into good actors? I'm happy. Cut! Who steals the scene in this drawing? Yeah, besides Betsy, of course. I think it's Rogue here, feeling jealous and a bit sad. Even just by looking at the body shape, you would understand those emotions. She's trying to hide her jealousy by turning her body away to the right, but the head turns left, and by looking down and putting the shoulders up, there's even more of a barrier to hide that little green monster. So yeah, good art is all about directions. Easy to understand in this acting school technique. This is a chart with two extremities, strong and weak, and forward and backward, which gives you the four most opposite emotions. Anger is a strong forward movement. Yup, she is angry alright. Love is a weak forward movement. Here, look at Rogue again in this one. No hiding the emotions here, all in with the forward motion. Then weak and back, I would call apathy, or maybe boredom or not caring. Logan, not giving a damn about anything. And here's Johnny! Strong backward motion is fear. By the way, backward motion doesn't always mean going back with the body in space. It can also just be the chin going back in the throat, like here. Actors can use these directions in subtle ways, and we might not actually see their muscles relaxing or tightening, but subconsciously we feel it when we see it. As artists, we have it harder, but also easier in a way. We can't show tiny muscle movements, but we are allowed to exaggerate the poses for the strongest effect without being called overactors. Of course, the easiest way to show motion is to add it to the face. We all know the cliché facial expressions, but a good artist should aim to put the emotion in the pose. And if the emotion is clear without even seeing the face, you've got a winner. Here, look at these two. They're both sitting, but in the way they're sitting, you can instantly tell that she is sad and he is lovingly trying to help. All right, let's do it. I'm usually pretty old school, but let's ask our buddy the robot a quick question. And always thank the robot. Okay, this will be fun. 12 characters, 12 emotions. Go! Let's start with pride. Yeah, I did that. I got that A+ in math. Not. I feel like pride is probably back and weak. The work is done, so no need for any energy anymore. Lay back and enjoy the rewards. Let's see if you can guess who this is. Professor X is reading the term paper on genetic experimentation. And who is proud of the work she's done? Rogue, again. Okay, for the rest of the video, she will not appear again. So let's go to happy. Not surprised, that's something else. So, happy because of winning something? Let's do the winning. And happy is weak and front. Professor X frowns on betting on the Super Bowl, but this guy doesn't care. Gambit, living dangerously. Okay, the opposite of happy is sad. And yeah, it's also front and weak, but this time down instead of up. That's interesting. Let's do this one. Such a strong woman, but not afraid to let a few tears roll every once in a while. What a woman! A Wonder Woman! Okay, let's do some strong ones. Strong back is scared, trying to get away from something, or hiding. Yeah, this one is good. Add some Frank Miller bell bottoms and cowboy boots. 4. Wolverine, maybe in a nightmare scene. Then the opposite of that would be angry, strong and forward. And the camera is not always on the side, so strong and forward can be coming at the camera as well. And somehow this scene from the Goonies popped into my mind. An angry new mutant is climbing the rocks here. You do not want her to take you to limbo, Ileana. Here's a tricky one. Disgust, especially if you don't want it to be just in the face. I am disgusted by chicken. The neck somehow shows it, receding in a strong way, and the hands as a barrier as well. No thank you, Scott. You be the leader. Responsibility disgusts me. Okay, next, surprise. A strong backward motion or forward, like when you open a present. What's in the box? Batarang in kitty litter for Selena. Trust? This was the hardest one. How do you show trust? I trust you, so I lie on your lap? Or like in a corporate retreat, the trust exercise? Yeah. So, totally weak and backward motion, complete giving in, like this guy falling off a building, like a man without fear. And this took forever to get right. But yeah, Daredevil. Okay, let's do jealousy again. Turning your back towards the thing and chin down is the cliche. But I guess you could be angry jealous. But let's do sad jealous. Don't be jealous, pal. You've got such a cool 90s jacket. Unknown DC character known only by Joe Quesada fans. The Ray. Alright, anticipation. Another difficult one to do without the face. But it helps to start with the face, like the famous proverb says, it's better to start with the cliche than to end with it. So let's think of a story, anticipating something, but not actually seeing it yet. Oh, waiting in front of the window, classic. But let's try to make it a bit more grown up, maybe in a chair or a couch. Let's do this beauty waiting for her interview with Professor X. Yes, how could I not include Storm? This turned out really nice. And note how it's basically the same pose as a jealous rogue, but because of the confident head, it totally looks different. And we get anticipation instead of jealousy. Next, loneliness. A weak and backward motion, facing down, and having others in a happy mood makes this an instant lonely sadness. Straight to the heart, that one. A nerd in high school. But this is a bodybuilding nerd though. High intensity interval training. Okay, to be relieved. My go-to is the sweat swipe. Phew, made it. Didn't drop the cups. But let's see if it can be a little more subtle. Leaning back in a weak way, I guess. Somehow the hand on the head makes it clear and also different from pride. So what is this lady relieved about? I think the fact that during the battle her dress stayed on. Yup, Emma. Okay, story time. When I was a teenager, I sometimes thought I was a better artist than some of the pros, and I wanted to test myself. So I asked my sister to pick a random page from one of my comics and transcribe it with descriptions, as if it were the script that the artist would get. And then I would draw that page and later go to the original and compare them. And I was always major schooled. And it showed me how much I had to learn. And if you've made it this far in the video, I think you are serious about drawing, so I want to do something similar with you guys. So why not join me every week doing a stick figure challenge? I send you a page like this with a very thin stick figure every Saturday. For free, I tell you! Print it out, and when you are done, use the QR code to see where I took the pose from. Instant masterclass in seeing how you compare to the pros. Of course, you can do it digitally as well. So you can color that bad boy. Check the link in the description and fill out the entry sheet. And why should I give my precious email address, I hear you say? Well, full disclosure, I plan on writing a book about retro styles next year, and when it's done, you'll get an extra email from me about it. So yeah, you got me, secondary motive. But regardless of that, if you are as passionate about old comics as I am, it's all gravy, so join the fun. That's it for this video. What an emotional one. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and catch you next time.